Okay. All right, I want to do another video on the EC-1500. I've been playing around with this a lot. I'm down to a very small battery. I've got a 2800 high voltage SMC pack. I started, I think, on 4,000 milliamps or somewhere around there, and I got this 2800 pack shoved way back. So it's a very small pack. It's about the size of a 2200, and I'm getting better with it, but I'm still not quite there yet. I did a couple of mixes, so I have one over here where I can do full span ailerons, and then I have another one where there's my elevator, and then now I can do elevator and flaps. And I put this on a knob so I can control which direction and what. It seems like this way seems to be the best. I tried the other direction and it didn't seem to do much, but this way seems to give me a little bit more stability, and I can adjust by knob how much it goes up and down. So I'm still playing with it. The one thing I've noticed is the plane has a tendency, once I get into post-stall and I'd start doing high alpha, to drop a wing really easy. So I'm still trying to figure that out, and if anybody has any suggestions, I'm more than happy to hear it. But I'm getting better with it. It's definitely not as easy as other planes to do the crazy maneuvers with, but it does do it. Okay, I'm going to do a downwind takeoff just because this thing doesn't really require much to take off. All right, I'm going to go straight up, okay?
Cool.
Here we go. So the thing has got a ton of power, and what I love about it is you could sit there, hold a hover, and then punch out of it. So it's nice and safe. Here, I'll get into a hover over here. So there's a hover, and then punch out of it. You can go straight up.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's got tons of power. And then high alpha is okay, but coming towards me, because of the way the belly looks, it's hard to judge how high it is. So I try to do it going away from me. Mm-hmm. Here, I'll do it now over here. But then when I do, if I do it too slow, see that? It starts rocking on me. Yeah. But once I get the right speed, then it's okay. But you see that rocking? Yep. And I've got the CG pretty well back, but once I get it, once I figure it out, then it's good. See that, how it holds the high alpha? Mm-hmm. And it's going really slow.
4 minutes.
And then when it's towards me, I can't tell which way it's going.
Yeah.
But I like it. It's just, I'm still afraid of doing that close to the ground because of that tendency.
Yeah.
But what's nice...
But does it drop while it's rocking or not?
It can. It'll go to one side, and then it could drop, and especially if I'm going too slow. If I got enough power, then it's okay. So right there, I think is the right amount of power.
Yeah. That looks good. It's holding altitude.
Yeah, and it's holding. Yeah, and I can rise. See that?
Yeah.
So, but if I'm a little bit off, then it starts rocking that wing. This thing will high alpha inverted. I'll go ahead and try it. But of course, I'm going to do it at altitude until I get used to it.
3 minutes.
But it's not bad, and then I got so much power. See that? You can just get out of it.
Have you tried a forward flip on this thing?
I haven't done a forward flip. I've done a back flip. So what I do is I just go like this, give it power, bring it around, and then go back up into a hover.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So that's nice. You could do that. I honestly have not tried a forward flip. I could try it now. I get some altitude for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it with power.
Yeah,
not quite.
Almost.
Not quite. Yeah. I mean, I think if I control it, I could probably do it. Probably a little bit of practice, and I probably could do it.
If you have forward momentum, it should be all right.
Yeah. But it's a really good flyer, except for that tendency to rock the wing. And I'm sure, this is all new to me. I'm not much of a 3D flyer, or at least before, and I'm starting to learn now. So this is all new to me. The other planes that I have that I do this with, none of them are like, including this one, I think it's just because I like the scale look.
2 minutes.
I don't really do like 3D type planes.
Yeah.
You know? You see that? And it dropped right there, but I got it. You know? So I'm not like really, this is all new to me. And so if anybody has any advice or a setup, you know, something that like, you know, something to help with the setup, please let me know. I'm not sure how much farther back I can get to CG, so I don't think that's it. You know? But yeah, it does fly really good. And like I said, like you're over here, you know, I got trouble, give it throttle. You know, and you just punch out of the problem. You know? It's really fun,
Cool,
this
man.
plane.
Yeah.
I've been spending a lot of time flying this thing, partly because I'm trying to learn it, but partly because it's freaking fun.
Yeah, man.
You know, even though it's got those weird tendencies, and I'm sure somebody's got a setup that makes it so that it doesn't do that as much. But see here, I'm holding an alpha, and I'm dropping. You know, so but see that if I go too slow, then it starts rocking the wings like that, and that just might be the way it is. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Exceeding the critical angle of attack.
Yeah, but man, and the other thing I can't do is land this thing to save my life. You know,
Yeah, I mean, it's hard because like you got no clearance. You got to land it perfectly on the belly.
I mean, not really. It's just that if I go too slow, then it does that wing rock right on the ground. I think on my first flight, that's what it did on my landing. You know, so I got to come in with more speed than I think this thing should be able to fly at, or to land at, I should say. You know, but besides that, I mean, my God, this thing is fun. And like, besides the Ultrex, which in my opinion is the king of high alpha, especially like easy high alpha, this is the first one that I'm able to successfully high alpha inverted. You know,
10,
so it
9,
does have a lot of good, you know, good things going for it. And if I can figure out the setup or what I'm doing wrong in order to fly it a little bit better without getting that wing rock, then I'll be super happy. But my Lord, I mean, like, you know, here's straight and level, and it just flies like a regular plane. You know, even with the CG pretty far back. You know, I mean, it just flies really good, and the profile of it, man, that's just like stunning. You know.
So do you have a lot of compensation for the elevator since the CG so far back, or no?
No, I didn't change it when I moved the CG back. I think I trimmed it a little bit, you know what I mean, but no compensation. You know, I think I trimmed it just a hair, but not a lot, you know. All right, I'm going to go ahead and land it. I'll go half flaps for this. And I'm at about, you know, a quarter throttle right now, and I got to keep it there. Now dropping it down, and there it goes. So not the smoothest landing, but that's about the best I could do right now with this plane.
I think that's all you can do because it's got no suspension, man.
Yeah, but it should be able to. It should be able to come in a lot more graceful. But if I drop it down, or if I start slowing down too much, then that wing's just going to drop, just like it does in high alpha. You know. So again, like, you know, if anybody has any suggestions, I'm you know, more than willing to listen to it and try it, because I love the way this flies, except for a couple of small little things. You know.
Awesome.
So that's it.
Nice.